Allah raised him. He did not experience something called maut. What is maut? Maut is when Allah takes the soul and does not send it back. Last night, He took some of your souls. Some of you right here. But He sent it back. That's why you're here this morning. Yeah. It's Surah Zumar. But if He takes the soul and does not send it back, that is maut. That never happened in the case of Nabi Isa alayhi salam. One day He's coming back. When He comes back, He's going to rule the world from the holy state of Israel. Rule the world from Jerusalem. And history will end. That will be the end of history, with the final and conclusive victory of truth over falsehood. The religion of Abraham alayhi salam will prevail over all rivals. But they didn't know that. They thought He died. He could not have been the Messiah. And so they're waiting for the Messiah to come. Allah's Messenger explained that Allah created a being and programmed that being to impersonate the Messiah. And so he is known as Al-Masih ad-Dajjal. Dajjal, the false Messiah, or the Antichrist. And he is going to rule the world from an imposter state of Israel, not the true state of Israel, an imposter state of Israel. And he's going to rule the world from Jerusalem. And he's going to declare, I am the Messiah. And they will all be deceived and accept him as the Messiah. By my calculation, children now at school will live to see that. And I've been studying the subject for 15, 20 years now. How is he going to rule the world? He can only rule the world if he can impose a universal political dictatorship over mankind. And he can only rule the world if he can impose a universal economic dictatorship over mankind. And he can only rule the world if he can impose a universal financial dictatorship over mankind. If you do not have eyes to see that dictatorship around the corner, then you're sleeping. Because the world has advanced far down that road already towards the emergence of a universal political dictatorship, a universal economic dictatorship, a universal financial dictatorship over all of mankind, so that from that imposter state of Israel, you can have a ruling state ruling the whole world. My book, Jerusalem in the Quran, uses the ahadith of the Prophet ﷺ to follow the stages through which this will emerge. 3 stages. 3 stages. In each stage, a ruling state. And that ruling state takes control of money. Now we see the link between religion, the scriptures, and money, and monetary economics. That first stage already came and went when Britain was the ruling state in the world. And the Bank of England was created somewhere around 1796. And the process emerged of trying to modify and corrupt money. Britain became the ruling state in the world, and Britain established a mysterious relationship with the Holy Land. 1917, for example, the Balfour Declaration. The British government declares it is the intention of the British government to work for the establishment of a Jewish national home in the Holy Land. Yeah, 1917. And then Britain presided over the birth of the imposter state of Israel in 1948. And then came a second stage, also from the Hadith, in which a second ruling state emerged, the United States of America. And when the United States of America emerged as a ruling state, the sterling pound was no longer the international currency. The sterling pound had to give way to a new money, the US dollar. And the Bank of England had to give way to a new monetary system from Bretton Woods, the International Monetary Fund. And now that second stage is drawing to a close. And a third and last stage in the historical process is around the corner. The United States is not going to remain the ruling state in the world for long again. And I think many of you will agree with that. A third and a last ruling state is going to emerge. Who am I to say a third and a last ruling state will emerge? What authority do I have to say what no other scholar of international relations says anywhere else in the world? I say it because I'm a Muslim, because I get guidance from that man, Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. They don't teach that in the Fletcher School of Diplomacy. No, they don't teach